Did you know that while you sleep, your body may be working against you? Even if you rest, some bad habits, changes in your diet, or medical treatments can sabotage your efforts to maintain a healthy weight. Have you noticed a pattern of weight gain, even after a night's sleep, that you find difficult to explain? It is common to experience slight weight gain after a period of indulgence, such as vacations or when healthy habits are neglected. However, it is disconcerting when the scale shows a significant increase without any obvious changes to your routine. Why is this happening? You swear you haven't eaten an extra bite and that the gym is your second home, but the scale is playing tricks on you. It seems like your body has a secret plan to keep you in suspense. But often hidden factors such as stress, hormonal imbalances, or even certain medications can influence our body weight. It is completely natural to experience slight changes in weight throughout the day and week. These small ups and downs are very common and are mainly due to factors such as food and fluid intake. Drinking a glass of water or enjoying a natural juice can instantly make the scale read a few more grams. Have you ever wondered why the scale suddenly shows a few extra kilos? Weight gain can be a mystery, but today we reveal some of the most common causes that could be behind those numbers. From eating more sodium than usual, eating late, more carbs, starting new medications, to lack of physical activity, and more. In addition, fluid retention, caused by hormonal factors or the consumption of certain foods, can also temporarily influence body weight. Let's discover together what these 14 bad habits are that make you gain weight while you sleep, and how to avoid them. 1. Excess sodium consumption. Your body can retain excess water for a variety of reasons, but the most likely is related to your sodium intake. If you eat more sodium than normal on a given day, your body will retain more water. The human body does not have physiological mechanisms to store water in large quantities. Water retention is a temporary process, mainly related to changes in sodium and glycogen levels. When a low-carb diet is abandoned, the sudden intake of sodium can lead to significant fluctuations in body weight in the short term. Fluid retention is a common problem that can have multiple causes, the most common being a diet high in sodium. Sensitivity to changes in diet varies greatly from person to person. Those who eat a balanced diet rich in fresh, unprocessed foods and who maintain a regular exercise routine tend to be more sensitive to changes in their diet. A single deviation, such as a very salty or high saturated fat meal, can cause more noticeable weight fluctuations in them. This is because their bodies are accustomed to a healthier type of diet and therefore respond more markedly to changes. Although it may seem ironic, mild dehydration can set off a chain reaction that leads to fluid retention. When your body detects low levels of hydration, it activates mechanisms to conserve water. However, by increasing your water consumption, you send a signal to your kidneys to eliminate excess sodium and water, thus facilitating the elimination of retained fluids. For most fluid-related weight gain, assuming you return to your normal eating and drinking habits, the weight gain should really only last 24 to 48 hours. The rate at which you lose excess fluid will largely depend on how efficient your kidneys are at filtering and removing water from your body. Factors such as sweating, which helps expel water through the skin, will also significantly influence this process. The combination of optimal kidney function and adequate sweating will accelerate fluid elimination. 2. Constipation. Our weight fluctuates throughout the day due to digestive processes. As we consume food and liquids, our body works hard to break them down and absorb the necessary nutrients. These foods, before being eliminated, remain in our digestive system, which can cause a temporary increase in body weight. This increase is completely normal and varies depending on the size and composition of the meals. Constipation not only affects your well-being by making you feel uncomfortable and bloated, but it can also influence your body weight. When waste is not removed regularly, it builds up in the colon, which can cause a feeling of heaviness and contribute to a bulkier appearance. Additionally, the buildup of toxins associated with constipation can negatively affect other bodily functions, such as the immune system and metabolism. Make sure you eat enough fiber, stay hydrated and active, so your intestines can do their thing. A diet rich in fiber is essential for maintaining a healthy digestive system and preventing constipation. Fiber acts as a kind of broom that sweeps waste through the colon. By incorporating enough fiber-rich foods into your diet, you can improve bowel function and reduce feelings of bloating. Plus, fiber helps you feel fuller for longer, which can reduce caloric intake and facilitate weight loss. 3. Intense exercise. After a demanding training session that involves compound exercises and large muscle groups, it is common to experience temporary weight gain. During exercise, muscles are put under great stress and micro-tears, triggering an inflammatory response. To repair these tissues and facilitate recovery, the body increases the production of certain substances that attract water to muscle cells, causing temporary swelling. Don't stop doing the strength exercises that benefit you so much. However, remember that the body needs rest to function properly. Avoid obsessing over the number on the scale and focus on how you feel overall. A healthy body is more important than a number on a scale. 4. Drink plenty of water. While hydration is essential to any weight loss plan, it is common to experience a slight increase in body weight at the start of a higher water consumption routine. This is because our body is like a sponge. By increasing fluid intake, it also retains more water in the tissues, which could cause the number on the scale to increase as well. However, this increase is temporary, and as the body adapts, the weight stabilizes. The weight we mark on the scale is actually the sum of multiple components. It not only reflects the amount of fat we have, but also the mass of our bones, the composition of our muscles, the volume of fluids in our body, and even the amount of waste we have not yet eliminated. That is, weight is a complex indicator that is not limited to reflecting our level of body fat. Although the scale may show a lower number when you are dehydrated, that weight loss is misleading and temporary. By not drinking enough fluids, your body eliminates excess water, which results in a decrease in body weight. However, this reduction is not synonymous with fat loss, but rather a sign that your body needs to be adequately hydrated. It is common that after consuming large amounts of water, especially before sleeping, we feel more bloated the next day. This is because the body temporarily retains excess fluid, which can manifest itself in slight weight gain. That doesn't mean you gain 2 pounds of fat. Those extra pounds are simply water retained by the body as a result of excessive fluid intake the day before. 5. Consume more carbohydrates than usual. While carbohydrates are an essential part of a balanced diet, consuming an excessive amount in a short period can cause a temporary fluctuation in weight. This is because excess carbohydrates are stored as glycogen, which attracts water and can cause the scale to show a temporary increase. The rapid weight loss that many people experience when starting a low-carb diet is primarily due to water removal. When we drastically reduce carbohydrate consumption, the body begins to use its glycogen reserves. Glycogen binds to water molecules, so as these reserves are depleted, a significant amount of water is also lost, resulting in a rapid decline on the scale. Our body does not store excess water indefinitely. That's why highly restrictive carbohydrate diets, which typically cause rapid weight loss at first, can lead to even more rapid weight gain when abandoned. When you consume them again, the body retains water to process them, which results in a momentary increase on the scale. 6. Weekend. Why do we gain weight during the weekends? It is a common question that many asks. Although it may seem strange, it is true that many people experience slight weight gain during rest days. This is due to a combination of factors that accumulate throughout the weekend. On weekends, we usually change our sleeping and eating schedules. We sleep later, wake up later, and our meals become more irregular. This can imbalance our metabolism and promote fat storage. During the weekends, we tend to relax and enjoy more caloric foods, rich in fats and sugars. Celebrations, social outings, and the temptation to snack between meals contribute to this increase in caloric intake. Saturday and Sunday are usually days of rest and relaxation, which means we do less physical activity compared to weekdays. This decrease in caloric expenditure can contribute to weight gain. A recent study has revealed an interesting pattern. Body weight tends to gradually decrease throughout the work week, reaching its lowest point on Friday mornings. This fluctuation could be attributed to several factors, such as higher energy expenditure due to work activities, more controlled eating during weekdays, and more regular sleep compared to weekends. Pesos rose over the weekends to their highest point on Monday mornings. Although the results of a small-scale study cannot be generalized to the entire population, they offer a valuable window into the underlying mechanisms that influence healthy weight. These findings serve as a starting point for broader research and may help identify specific patterns that, when replicated in larger studies, could contribute to a better understanding of weight regulation. While a single small study cannot be applied to the general population, it does provide insight into normal weight patterns. It means that although the scale goes up and down, over time, your total weight can change. 7. Eat dinner later than usual. Changing your dinner habits and eating later than usual can have a direct impact on your body weight and play tricks on you on the scale. By delaying the last meal of the day, you alter your body's natural rhythms and make digestion difficult. This can lead to a buildup of calories and fluids, resulting in temporary weight gain. You'll likely notice an increase on the scale the next morning because your body hasn't had enough time to process food before you rest. In addition, eating a late dinner is often accompanied by less healthy options, which further aggravates the situation. To maintain a healthy weight, it is advisable to have dinner at least 2 hours before bedtime. Eating late can affect your sleep, make digestion difficult, and as a result, make you feel heavier the next day. Try to regulate your eating times to optimize your metabolism and feel better. 8. Increase your fiber consumption. When you significantly increase the amount of fiber in your diet, your body needs more water to process it properly. This can lead to temporary fluid retention, which manifests itself in a slight weight gain on the scale. Additionally, fiber can ferment in the intestine, producing gas that causes bloating and a bloated feeling. Fiber is great, but if you increase your fiber intake too quickly, it may take some time for your body to digest it, and you may see it on the scale. More fiber will turn into heavier, bulkier, waterier, and more massive stools. This will retain water and also increase weight. However, as soon as you have a bowel movement, that weight will be lost. So this would not be true weight gain, such as fat or lean mass. Although these effects are temporary and will fade as your body adapts, it's important to remember that the scale isn't always the best indicator of your progress when you're increasing your fiber intake. 9. Your period is coming. Fluid retention just before menstruation is a common symptom, but it is not the only factor that influences weight gain during this stage. Hormonal changes can also modify our appetite, prompting us to consume saltier foods. Increased sodium consumption, in turn, causes greater water retention in the body, which translates into weight gain that goes beyond the simple accumulation of fluids. They also influence our appetite, leading us to consume saltier foods, which aggravates fluid retention. This combination of factors can generate frustration and affect self-esteem. However, there are strategies to minimize these effects, such as reducing sodium consumption and practicing a healthy diet. Once your period arrives, hormone levels change again. This leads you to get rid of the water weight and the scale to go down again. 10. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a practice that consists of alternating periods of feeding with periods of fasting. It has gained popularity in recent years due to its many health benefits. There are different methods of intermittent fasting, but they are all based on the same principle. Restrict food intake to certain times of the day or certain days of the week, and consume larger meals outside of fasting times. But if you start eating this way and eat more than usual, the scale could temporarily jump. The scale could jump from eating absolutely nothing to eating larger portions, which would be reflected on the scale. 11. You started a new medication. Some medications include possible side effects of weight gain. In most cases, it is due to a hormonal change that causes an increase in appetite and the consumption of more calories, causing actual weight gain. However, there are some medications, such as steroids, that cause water retention, resulting in what may appear to be weight gain, but is simply a fluctuation due to fluids in the body. These fluctuations may be greater than those caused by diet-based water retention, and may not resolve until you stop taking the medications. With this type of fluid retention, you are likely to feel the physical side effects in your extremities and swollen hands and feet. 12. Lack of physical activity. Lack of exercise is a major factor in gaining weight overnight. During the night, your body uses energy reserves to repair damaged cells, build new muscles, and replenish the body after physical activity. But if you haven't done any physical activity, all the excess calories in your body will simply be stored as fat, leading to weight gain. Make regular exercise part of your daily life so you can sleep better every night and avoid weight gain. 13. Nighttime snacks. Eating a large dinner right before bed is like giving your body excess fuel when it's about to turn off the engine. When we sleep, our metabolism slows down and extra calories are stored as fat. We all know the rule about not eating after 6 p.m., but that doesn't stop us from eating dinner after that time or having midnight snacks. Late night cravings can be hard to resist, but those extra calories add up and can lead to weight gain. Furthermore, the processed and sugary foods that we usually snack on late at night are not the best allies for our health. Eating food close to bedtime can trigger a host of health problems beyond weight gain. Scientific studies show that dining late is associated with an increase in cholesterol and insulin levels, which in the long term can increase the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases and type 2 diabetes. Additionally, this practice unbalances our hormonal markers, altering our body's natural processes and making weight loss difficult. On the other hand, it is well known that alcohol and sugary drinks not only provide a lot of empty calories, but also interfere with the quality of sleep. Restful sleep is essential to maintaining a healthy weight. 14. You don't sleep well. Getting enough sleep at regular times is essential to maintaining hormonal balance. Lack of sleep can alter the production of leptin and ghrelin, hormones that regulate appetite. Sleeping well is essential for our general health, including our weight. A restful 7 to 8 hours of sleep is essential for maintaining a healthy metabolism. When we sleep less, our body enters a state of chronic stress that interferes with hormonal regulation. Chronic lack of sleep can trigger a host of metabolic problems, including insulin resistance, increased levels of the stress hormone cortisol, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease. It is essential to prioritize sleep to maintain a healthy weight and prevent metabolism-related diseases. By adopting healthy nighttime habits, we can improve our quality of life and achieve our weight loss goals. While sleep is essential to our well-being, the way we sleep can have a direct impact on our scale. While several factors on this list can contribute to weight gain, it could also be something you never took into account, perhaps out of ignorance. But now that you know, you can stop worrying and take the necessary measures to avoid those nighttime weight gains. By adopting healthy practices and avoiding bad habits that make you gain weight at night, you can optimize your rest and stay healthy. Thank you for joining us. Leave us your opinion and tell us your experiences with these weight gains. How do you deal with it? If you liked our topic today, please give us a like. I invite you to follow us and don't miss our next health and well-being video. See you soon.